discuss sign of trigonometric functions. Signs of trigonometric function. We have derived the values of trigonometric functions. That means value of trigonometric function sine, cos, tan, cot, sec, and cosec for 0, pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 3, pi by 2, pi 3 pi by 2, 2 pi है ना, प्लस और माइनस वैल्यू के लिए हम हमने वैल्यू डिराइव की थी. So today's topic is sign of trigonometric functions. Sign of trigonometric functions. So for that, let us now consider one unit circle. These are our Cartesian axis, coordinate axis, x-axis and y-axis. And this is one unit circle. This is our unit circle. So we have to consider the sign of trigonometric functions in this all four quadrant. In our ninth standard, we have studied that in our Cartesian plane, if we draw two Cartesian coordinate axis, then that coordinate axis divides our plane into four equal parts. That four equal parts are nothing but the four quadrant. First quadrant, this is our second quadrant, third quadrant, and this is our fourth quadrant. Done. So we have to consider the sign of all trigonometric functions in these four different quadrant. So we have to consider different 4 points in a four quadrant. So let us now consider one radian angle, that is angle x radian. So if this value of x, measure of angle x, is suppose x radian, which lies over here, some point a is there, so which is cos x sin x. So coordinates of this point are cos x sin x. Done. Now suppose this x, measure of angle x, is such that we are getting one point in a second quadrant whose coordinate are cos x sin x. ना suppose इसको हम point A बोल दे, चलो point A, this is point B. Now third angle, third value is x is such that we are getting one point over here, है ना, यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक का है. So here we are getting one point C. Coordinates are cos x sin x, cos x sin x, and one fourth point, suppose that is point D. तो इसका एंगल क्या होगा, ये पूरा होगा ऐसे एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में, यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक. So it will be point D, and coordinates of point D are cos x sin x. Clear? So we have considered different four possibilities for this center angle x radian. So if the measure of this angle x is x radian such a way that we are getting one point A in first quadrant, it's a cos x sin x. Second possibility of center angle x such that we are getting point B, which is in second quadrant, coordinates are cos x sin x. Third possibility of central angle for which we are getting point C in third quadrant, and for the fourth possibility we are getting one point D in the fourth quadrant. Done. So this point A lies in the first quadrant, point B lies in the second quadrant, point C lies in the third quadrant, and point D lies in the fourth quadrant. We know the sign of all the points in first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. In ninth standard, we have studied that any point which lies in the first quadrant whose x coordinate and y coordinate both are positive. X coordinate and y coordinate both are positive. Any point which lies in the second quadrant whose x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive. So x coordinate is negative, y coordinate is positive. Any point which lies in the third quadrant whose x coordinate and y coordinate both are negative. So this is negative, negative. And any point which lies in the fourth quadrant whose x coordinate is positive but y coordinate is negative. So it will be negative, positive. These are the signs of the points lies in the all four quadrant. Now for the first case, here central angle x, the value of central angle x lies between 0 to pi by 2, or radian angles are 0, this is pi by 2, this is pi, this is 3 pi by 2, and this is again one revolution complete, so it's a 2 pi. So here for the first quadrant, our value of the central angle lies between 0 to pi by 2. For the first quadrant, value of our central angle lies between 0 to pi by 2. This is 0 and this is pi by 2. So value of the central angle x lies between 0 to pi by 2. So it will be 0 less than x less than pi by 2. For second quadrant, value of our central angle lies between pi by 2 pi. And the value of this x lies between pi by 2 pi. So it will be pi by 2 less than x less than pi. For third quadrant, the वैल्यू ऑफ आवर सेंट्रल एंगल x है ना, ये जो हमने x लिखा ना, ये थर्ड पॉसिबिलिटी वाला x, उसकी वैल्यू कहाँ पर होगी? इट विल बी लाइज बिटवीन पाई टू 3 पाई बाई 2. So it's a pi less than x less than 3 pi by 2. And for the fourth quadrant, the value of central angle lies between 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. So it's a 3 pi by 2 less than x less than 2 pi. Clear? Now, for the first quadrant, cos x and sin x both are positive. Check it. Point A lies in the first quadrant. Here, the radius making the angle of central angle x radian. For x radian, value of the radian angle is 0 to pi by 2. So our point A lies in the first quadrant. So for the first quadrant, the coordinates of this point A are cos x and sin x. Both are positive. So for the first quadrant, our sin x and cos x both are positive. Now for the first quadrant, what we can say? Our sin x is positive, our cos x is positive. Both are positive. We have to consider sine of all trigonometric functions. Total 6 trigonometric functions are there. So out of these 6 trigonometric functions, we can say that our sin x and cos x both are positive. So if sin x and cos x both are positive, we can write 10x. 10x is nothing but the sin x upon cos x. So it is also positive. Cos x, then cosec x. Cosec x is the reciprocal of sin x. If sin x is positive or cos x is positive, done. Cos x is positive, is reciprocal. Sec x is also positive. Tan x is positive, is reciprocal. Cot x is also positive. So in the first quadrant, as sin x and cos x both are positive, so we can say that all 6 trigonometric functions are positive in first quadrant. Clear? What is the sign of all trigonometric functions in the first quadrant? So all trigonometric functions are positive in first quadrant. So here we are making one another note. For this first quadrant, we can say that all trigonometric functions are positive. Clear? Now, check the second quadrant. For second quadrant, here we can say that any point which lies in the second quadrant whose x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive. So x coordinate is negative, that means cos x will be always negative and sin x will always positive. So for the second quadrant, our sin x is positive and our cos x is negative. Clear, students? Again, this is second quadrant. Any point which lies in the second quadrant whose x coordinate is negative, y coordinate is positive. So here point B lies in our second quadrant. The central angle for this point B is pi by 2 pi. Any angle between pi by 2 pi. So it will be cos x sin x. So cos x is the x coordinate. So it will be negative. Now check the sign of tan x. So what is tan x? It's a sin x by cos x. Numerator positive, denominator negative. So tan x will be negative. Done. Then reciprocal of this sin x, which is cosec x. So sin x is positive, cos x is positive. Then reciprocal of cos x, which is sec x. Cos x is negative, so its reciprocal is also negative. Reciprocal of tan x, which is cot x. If tan x is negative, cot x is negative. So for the second quadrant, we can say that sine and its reciprocal cosec are positive. Only two angles are positive in second quadrant. Which two angles? Sine and its reciprocal cosec. So here you are writing sine and its reciprocal cosec. These two angles are positive and remaining all angles are negative in second quadrant. Now talk about this third quadrant. Point C is there. Central angle is x whose values lies between pi to 3 pi by 2. So for the third quadrant, both x coordinate and y coordinate both are negative. So for the third quadrant, we can say that sin x is negative and cos x is negative. Sin and cos both are negative. So what about tan x? Tan x is the ratio of the sin x by cos x. Numerator and denominator both are negative. So negative, negative, plus. So tan x will be plus. Reciprocal of sin x, which is cosec x. So cosec x is a negative. Reciprocal of cos sec x, also negative. And cot x, reciprocal of tan x. Tan x is positive, so cot x is positive. So for the third quadrant, only two trigonometric ratios, tan and its reciprocal cot, both are positive. So tan and its reciprocal cot, these two ratios are positive in third quadrant. Now what about this fourth quadrant? Fourth quadrant, cos negative, sin positive. For the fourth quadrant, any point lies in the fourth quadrant whose x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive. X coordinate is cos x, y coordinate is sin x. So here we are getting sin x positive, cos x negative. So what about tan x? Numerator positive, denominator negative. So negative. Reciprocal of sin x, cosec x. Sin x positive, cos x positive. Reciprocal of cos x, which is sec x, negative. बोलो बोलो बोलो. हाँ हाँ हाँ. पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव, वेरी गुड. तो ये नेगेटिव है ना, चेंज करना पड़ेगा. ये नेगेटिव, ये पॉजिटिव. क्लियर. फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट में आपका आएगा एक्स पॉजिटिव, वाई नेगेटिव. सो साइन पॉजिटिव, साइन नेगेटिव है ना, साइन नेगेटिव, ये कंसिडर करो अभी. साइन नेगेटिव, कॉस पॉजिटिव. सो टेन क्या आएगा? नेगेटिव. कॉसेक भी क्या आएगा? नेगेटिव है ना. कॉसेक साइन का रेसिप्रोकल, सेक पॉजिटिव, एंड टेन, टेन का रेसिप्रोकल कोट, वो भी नेगेटिव. Done. So only two ratios. Which two ratios? Cos and sec. Cos and sec both are positive. Remaining all ratios are negative. Clear? So here you have to remember that all ratios are positive in first quadrant. Sin and cosec are positive in second quadrant. Tan and cot are positive in third quadrant. And cos and sec are positive in fourth quadrant. क्लियर. तो इसको याद रखने के लिए एक शॉर्ट ट्रिक भी है. किस इसको कैसे याद रखेंगे? तो इसको ऐसे याद रखेंगे, ऑल स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ क्लास 10. तो यहाँ पर भी ऑल स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ 10 क्लास. ठीक है. ऑल स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ 10th क्लास. ऑल स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ 10th क्लास. तो यहाँ पर ऑल ट्रिगोनोमेट्रिक रेशियो पॉजिटिव. स्टूडेंट से साइन, सो साइन और उसका रेसिप्रोकल कोसेक, ये पॉजिटिव. 10th क्लास, so 10 and cot, these two ratios are positive. And class का c, so cos and sec both are positive, remaining all are negative. So this is the sign of trigonometric functions. Clear. इसको आपको याद रखना है, ये हम सम में यूज करेंगे. दिस इज 0 to pi by 2 pi and this will be 3 pi by 2 2. रेंज भी याद रखनी है, 0 to pi by 2 pi by 2 2 pi, pi to 3 pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. Again one revolution complete, so it's a 2 pi. क्लियर. अभी कोई डाउट इसमें? चलो. हाँ सर, कंप्यूटर कंप्यूटर वाले सर, कंप्यूटर लेके बैठे हैं सर. This is our unit circle. Consider one point A over here. So coordinates are cos x sin x. है ना? Coordinates are cos x sin x. And consider one point B over here. So this point B in fourth quadrant. So for the fourth quadrant, we can say that x coordinate is negative. है ना? So यहाँ पर इसको हम x लेंगे. So it is cos x sin x. Here center angle is x. Here you have to consider one more angle, that is in the clockwise direction with the x axis. है ना? This is our x axis. And this is our central angle x radian. So here for the first case, our central angle x is making positive angle with the positive x axis. So it's a x radian, positive radian is there. Here x is minus because it is making the angle with the in the anti-clockwise clockwise direction with the x-axis. So it's a minus x radian. So we are getting one point B. So here x is there. So coordinates are cos x and sin x. So for the minus x, in the clockwise direction, we are getting the coordinates as a cos minus x and sin minus x. These are the coordinates of this point B. Here central angle is negative. We are considering the angle of the central angle with the clockwise direction. Done. Now we have to compare this both the angles. So here we can draw this perpendicular. So if we join this line AB, so we are getting two triangles. The two triangles are, suppose this is point O and this is point D. So two triangles ODA and ODB. These two triangles are congruent triangles. Here we can see this. These two triangles are congruent triangles, and for these two congruent triangles, this OD is common base. Done. So this length is equal OD. So what is this OD length? OD length is the distance of this perpendicular line from the y-axis. So for this point, the distance of this point from the y-axis is our x coordinate. This is our cos x, and this is again cos x. So these both the coordinates are equal because the distance of this point OD from the y-axis are equal. So from this we can write our cos x as a cos of minus x. Clear? So whenever the cos minus x is there, you can replace this minus cos x, cos of minus x with cos x. So this is even function. हम बाद में स्टडी करेंगे, लेकिन कहाँ से आया? और for the second y coordinate. So what is y coordinate? Y coordinate is nothing but the distance from the x axis. So the distance of this point A from the x axis is nothing but the AD. So AD is in upward direction, so it will be positive. And here for this point B, y coordinate is distance from the x axis, but it is in downward direction. So here you have to consider this one as a positive and this one as a negative. So this height is positive, this height is negative. So this sine x, and this is equal to sine of minus x. So it will be negative. So whenever the sine minus x is there, you can write that minus sine x as a nothing but the same distance, but it is negative. So it's a minus of sine x. ये distance कितना होगा? Sin x होगा. और ये दोनों ट्राइंगल कैसे है? कॉन्ग्रुएंट ट्राइंगल है, तो ये डिस्टेंस और ये डिस्टेंस दोनों इक्वल होंगे. और ये कितना डिस्टेंस है? साइन एक्स जितना. तो ये भी कितना होगा? साइन एक्स जितना, लेकिन वो कितना होगा? माइनस साइन एक्स होगा. सो व्हेन एवर द माइनस साइन ऑफ माइनस एक्स इज देयर, you can write it as a minus sin x. Sine of minus x equal to minus of sin x. This is known as even function. This is known as odd function. So cos x is even function, साइन इज ओड फंक्शन. तो ये फॉर्मूला हम यूज करेंगे. कॉस ऑफ माइनस एक्स इक्वल टू कॉस एक्स एंड साइन ऑफ माइनस एक्स इक्वल टू माइनस साइन एक्स. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? नाउ नेक्स्ट वन, और नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज डोमेन. डोमेन एंड रेंज ऑफ ऑल ट्रिगोमेट्रिक फंक्शन. बोलो. नाउ वी हैव टू स्टडी domain and range of all trigonometric functions. Total 6 trigonometric functions are there. We have to discuss their domain and range. So let's start with the first function, that is our sine function. So f of x equal to sine x. First trigonometric function is there. We have to define its domain and range. And what is domain? The value of x for which our function is defined, that is known as domain. What is range? set of all the values of f of x for which function is defined, that is our range. So now we have to find the domain and range of these trigonometric functions. So कैसे करना है देखो. So again consider one unit circle, है ना, unit circle पर से आ जाएगा. This is our unit circle. Now this is one central angle x radian. This x radian can be vary from, कितना वेरी होगा, यहाँ से स्टार्ट करेंगे जीरो से, है ना, तो यहाँ से ये पॉइंट ऐसे ऐसे घूमता घूमता यहाँ पर आएगा तो ये पाई बाई टू पर आएगा, यहाँ से यहाँ पर आएगा तो पाई तक, यहाँ पर आएगा तो 3 पाई बाई टू, यहाँ पर आएगा तो 2 पाई, यहाँ पर स्टॉप होगा, घूमता ही रहेगा ना, जिंदगी पर घूमता रहेगा. सो हियर एक्स कैन बी वेरी फ्रॉम जीरो टू इनफाइनाइट, है ना, देखो जीरो से स्टार्ट करके ऐसे ऐसे आएगा तो ये 2 पाई, 4 पाई, 6 पाई, 8 पाई, कितना भी आप ले सकते हो एक्स. सो व्हाट इज एक्स? एक्स इज अवर central angle that is defined in radian, and we also discuss we can relate our radian with our real numbers, है ना, वन रेडियन इक्वल टू रियल नंबर वन, ये भी हमने रिलेशन डिराइव किया था. सो हियर वी कैन टेक दिस वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स एज ए रेडियन और एज ए रियल नंबर, 0 टू 0 1 2 3 4 5 अप टू 3.14, ऐसे आप पूरा कंटिन्यूस कर सकते हो. दैट मीन्स अवर एक्स कैन बी वेरी फ्रॉम जीरो टू इन्फाइनाइट, और वी कैन से जीरो टू इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ रेडियन, है ना, रोटेशन करता ही रहेगा. ये तो क्लॉकवाइज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में घूमेगा, सेम वे वो क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में भी घूम सकता है. सो -पाई/2, -पाई, -3 पाई/2, ऐसे क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में, नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन में भी घूम सकता है इनफाइनाइट तक. तो जीरो टू प्लस इन्फाइनाइट भी जा सकता है, या फिर वो जीरो टू माइनस इन्फाइनाइट तक भी जा सकता है. दैट मीन्स वो माइनस इन्फाइनाइट से प्लस इन्फाइनाइट तक पूरा कुछ भी घूम सकता है और एक्स, है ना, सेंट्रल रेडियस एक्स. So that is the value of possible values of x. So here we can take value of x from minus infinite to plus infinite. So that is the domain of our function. So this minus infinite to plus infinite means all real numbers. You can take value of this x as all real numbers. So now we can define our domain. Domain of this sign is nothing but the all real numbers are. Clear? Range. अभी रेंज देखो, हमने एक सेंटर एंगल तो ले लिया कुछ भी, लेकिन उसके लिए उसकी वैल्यू क्या मिल रही है. तो यहाँ पर this is our point 10, this is our 0 1, this is -10, this is 0 - 1, है ना. सपोज ये पॉइंट यहाँ पर है, दिस इज अवर cos x एंड दिस इज अवर sin x. यहाँ पर पॉइंट है तो sin x की वैल्यू क्या आएगी 0, और ये घूम के यहाँ पर आ गया, sin की वैल्यू क्या आएगी 1, तो 0 आ रही है, 1 आ रही है, और ये x घूम के यहाँ पर आया तो sin की वैल्यू क्या आई 0, घूम के यहाँ पर आया कौन सी आई -1, और फिर से घूम के यहाँ पर आया, कौन सी वैल्यू आई 0. दैट मीन्स ये जो फंक्शन है उसकी वैल्यू किसके बीच में वेरी हो रही है, 0 0 -1 0, है ना. दैट मीन्स मैक्सिमम वो 1 तक जा रही है और मिनिमम कहाँ तक जा रही है -1. इसके अलावा ये फंक्शन कुछ भी वैल्यू ले सकता है, कितना भी इसको घुमा लो, है ना, कितना कितना भी आप उसका रोटेशन करवा लो. सो जो फंक्शन है उसकी वैल्यू कितनी रहेगी, इट विल ऑलवेज लाइज बिटवीन -1 टू, और यहाँ पर कर सकते हैं -1 टू 1. मैक्सिमम वैल्यू इट कैन टेक 1 और मिनिमम इट कैन टेक -1. सो रेंज ऑफ आवर फंक्शन इज -1 and 1. So it's a closed interval -1 to 1. This is the range of our sine function. Domain is R. It can take any real value. We can take any real value of x. For that, our sine function, trigonometric sine, will give us value between -1 to 1. So domain of sine is R. Range of sine is -1 to 1. Clear students? इसका आप ग्राफ भी ड्रॉ कर सकते हो, है ना, ग्राफ ड्रॉ करना है, देखो साइन का ग्राफ, ये याद रखना है. दिस इज अवर एक्स एक्सिस, दिस इज अवर वाई एक्सिस, है ना. यहाँ पर आएगा 0, दिस इज पाई/2, दिस इज पाई, 3 पाई/2, 2 पाई नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन में, -पाई/2, -पाई, -3 पाई/2, -2 पाई. Now put the values according to और यूनिट सर्कल, और आप वो टेबल भी यूज कर सकते हो. नाउ when x equal to 0, this is the value of x and this is the value of our function f of x. Here you can take x from this number line, so infinite values are there, infinite r is there, real number, all real numbers are there, so domain is r. What is the range? Our sine function will vary from -1 to 1. तो यहाँ पर मैक्सिमम उसका एम्पलीट्यूड -1 तक जाएगा और पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन में मैक्सिमम 1 तक जाएगा. डन, दिस इज अवर रेंज. नाउ व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ आवर साइन for x equal to 0? For x equal to 0, sin is 0, so यहाँ पर आएगा. Now for x equal to pi by 2, और sin will be 1. तो pi by 2 तक sin की वैल्यू है मैक्सिमम 1 है ना, वहाँ तक आएगी 1. Now for pi, x equal to pi, again sin is 0, तो यहाँ पर sin 0 होगा. For 3 pi by 2, it will take minimum value -1, तो pi by 2 के लिए उसकी वैल्यू माइनस आएगी और 2 pi के लिए अगेन 0. डन. और ये वैल्यू देखो कैसे वेरी हो रही है, ऐसे सर्कुलर मोशन में ऐसे वेरी हो रही है क्योंकि इनफाइनाइट पॉइंट हो गए. इनफाइनाइट पॉइंट पर ये वैल्यूज कैसे जाएगी, ऐसे एक्सपोनेंशियल इंक्रीज करेगी, ऐसे 0 to 1 ऐसे सर्कुलर शेप में जाएगी. तो ये जो ग्राफ है ना ऐसे आएगा आपका, ऐसे 0 to 1 मैक्सिमम होगा, उसके बाद 1 to 0 होगा, उसके बाद -1 होगा, उसके बाद अगेन 0 होगा. डन. अब अगेन इसके अंदर जो इनफाइनाइट वैल्यू पुट करेंगे तो आप ऐसे ऐसे पॉइंट आपको मिलेंगे सब. अगेन यहाँ पर 0 से -π/2 है ना, यहाँ से अगेन क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन में जाएंगे तो π/2, सो अगेन -1 यहाँ पर मिलेगा π/2 तक, तो इसी डिक्रीज होगी. और अगेन पाई आएगा तो फिर से इंक्रीज होगी, कहाँ तक जाएगी 0 तक, और उसके आगे 3π/2 तक वो मैक्सिमम वैल्यू अटेंड करेगा 1, और उसके बाद डिक्रीज होगा π/2 पर 0. सो दिस इज द ग्राफ ऑफ आवर साइन. डन. So domain and range of trigonometric function in which first is our sin x. So here we can define the domain of sin x is all real number, range of sin x is -1 to 1, and its graph. Clear, students?